and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So before I get started with this week's video, I just want to say a huge thank you to everyone that liked, shared, subscribed, commented anything on my first video that I uploaded on YouTube. Got so many nice messages, and it's just good to know that, you know, people are actually taking an interest, actually watching my videos, and actually learning things from my videos as well. Like, it kind of spurs me on to keep doing it. It makes me want to create more content, so I just want to say thank you to everyone. So if you follow me on Instagram, just a quick plug, you'll know that I frequently talk about when I'm trying to get in shape that I carb cycle. So carb cycling is essentially cycling your carbs. It is what it sounds like. It's varying the amount of carbs that you eat on particular days. Now, this can get quite complicated, it can get quite scientific, and it can be quite difficult to do, but I keep it so easy and so easy to follow. So I break it down into high carb, medium and low carb days. And what I do is I align these days with what workout I will be training. So on high carb days, I will always train legs, because you need that extra energy, that extra fuel for that harder and heavier workout, and then you also need those carbohydrates to feed your muscles afterwards. On medium carb days, it's going to be when I'm training things like shoulders, abs, kind of the lighter workouts that I won't need as much fuel and energy for. And low carb days are usually rest days, or if I've just done a little bit of like cardio or just some inclined walking in the morning, that will always be my low carb days, as I don't need as much fuel, I don't need as much energy. Higher carb days are always higher calorie days. It's just how it works, is tends to be a lot more calories in the carbs, so you'll always find your high carb days, your high calorie days as well, which is fine because you need those higher calories on leg days. Oh, by the way, it's so hot in here. Trying to film whilst in the middle of a heat wave is awful. It's literally like 30 degrees. Woo! Huey's not happy. Huey's down here. I'm not going to move him. He's not happy, are you, puppy? So the benefits behind carb cycling is because of the different levels of carbs that you're having on different days, you're almost tricking your metabolism and giving it a little bit of an extra boost. During summer, I tend to always carb cycle, and this is because during summer I'm trying to get more leaner, I'm trying to stay you know, more toned, whereas during the winter I don't carb cycle as much. I probably do it subconsciously, like I'll still eat high carbs when I'm training things like legs, but I just won't stick to it as much, as in varying the days, just because during winter, you know, you wanting to bulk a little bit, I'll eat a lot more carbs, I'll have carbs with most of my meals in winter, whereas in summer that's not the case. So how I carb cycle is, just to keep it so simple and easy, high carb days I have carbs with breakfast, dinner and tea, or breakfast, lunch and dinner if you're from down south. Medium carb days I will just have carbs with breakfast and lunch, and then on low carb days I will just keep it to breakfast. Now when I'm saying carbs, I'm not meaning counting your vegetables or your fruit. I'm talking about your complex carbs, your main carbs, so things like oats in the morning, sweet potato, wholemeal rice, wholemeal bread, normal potato. I'm talking about those carbs that you need to be counting and monitoring. So I'll have one of these on a high carb day with each of my meals. So say for breakfast I'll have oats or a wholemeal bagel. For lunch I'll have salmon, veg and wholemeal rice. And then for tea I'll have carbs again, so chicken, veg and sweet potato. Whereas on medium carb days it'll just be with breakfast, dinner, no tea. So my tea would be chicken and veg, something like that. Just cutting out that complex carbs. So that's the easiest way that I find to do it. Just think of it like that. High carb days with all 3 meals.
Connect to the public Wi-Fi. You may need to update your...
Anyone else's Alexa just start talking for no reason? That's creepy, innit? Why do they do that? It's so creepy. So yeah, just easy to remember. High carb days, carbs with all 3 meals. Medium carb days, carbs with your first 2 meals. Low carb days, carbs with your first meal. I think it's really, really important to say as well, when you're carb cycling, never ever ever change the amount of protein that you're having. Have the same amount of protein on high, medium and low carb days. The only thing that needs to change is the amount of carbs that you're having and the amount of fat that you're having. So on a high carb day, I will always have low fats, but on a low carb day, have higher fats. Now when I'm talking about fats, I mean healthy fats, fish, avocado, nuts, things like that, your healthy fats. So always increase them on lower carb days. All of my meals, all my 3 meals and my snacks in between, and add the macros for each of those meals, and at the end of the day I'll add my total macros as well. So just so you can get a little bit of an understanding of how many calories I'm eating, how many carbs, how much protein and how much fat I'm eating in a day. This is like kind of the first video in a series, so I'll obviously do what I eat on a medium carb day, what I eat on a low carb day, what I eat on my rest days, and most importantly cheat day. The best day of the week. You need your cheat day. You need something to look forward to. I need that cookie dough on a Friday night. Like, I just need it. And, you know, it gives you something to work towards. Oh, cookie dough. Thank you for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit the like button below and leave me a comment. Also, please subscribe to my channel. I really enjoy making all this content and I'd love to continue doing it, so please hit the subscribe button to make it worthwhile. Also, please share it, or, you know, tell your friends, tell your family, tell anyone to come and have a look at my channel. And like I said before, if you've got any questions or there's any certain videos you'd like me to make, please comment below, message me on Instagram. I'm happy to answer any questions that you've got. Thank you. This heat is way too much as well. Look at this little needy puppy. Aww. And yes, if you just saw that, I do sit on a drum. Oh, puppy, I'm sorry.